God is dawn. Like and subscribe. Comment some night. Loving this light. Here's God is dawn. God is dawn. God is dawn.
Yo, can I be happy? That's a real question. I got a smile on my face, that's some real question. We've been wildin' nowadays, living real reckless. Although the picture don't seem vivid, man, I'll still sketch it. Yeah, we still got dreams of living bigger lives. And the media still trying to keep us hypnotized. Ain't no OG ever taught me how to get it right. So I don't ever want to hear about how I'm living mine. Yeah, dog, I'ma get it how I grew up. Niggas that we grew up with acting like they ain't knew us. Looking past us, but never looking through us. They don't know what we had to endure. Yeah, making mushrooms had a manure. Hallelujah, we finally opened the doors. Had living the verses while we hum over the chorus. It just had to run its course.
Yo, peace world. Welcome back. I'm Goddess Dawn, and I'm here with Kim the Warrior. Yep. And we are here on this January 9th, my anniversary for the channel. Yep. 2 full years, going into year 3. Playing my son here, P. Corleone.
Big Sean said to take my time, Rody. My best friend Sean lost his mom, now we lonely. I went and tried to pawn all the dreams that they sold me. Then they killed T right outside the stove. He was holding. And for them niggas, that was just a moment. But for me, I realized that I could lose everything important. I don't hold no grudge against niggas who weren't supporting, cause it's dope gang. We the ones causing all the commotion. Yeah, sometimes my hands need some lotion, and I might pop his hand if I don't have no one to roll with. Showed up to the dance when I don't have no one to go with. But that's how I met my girl, and she the one who keep me solid. Yeah, my aura's so gold, yeah, it's so lit. I'll laugh at your jokes, even the ones that I don't get. And play your new shit before I play my own shit. Bitch, welcome to the dope biz.
All right. What's happening, Miss Kim the Warrior?
Hey, how you doing, sis?
You know I'm good.
Exactly. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Yeah. Let me see. Can you hear me okay? Because you were a little low. Your volume.
I can hear you okay. Let me see if it's my phone. Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. It just sounds a little low. It's okay. I can hear you.
Okay.
All right. It's me and you, girl. You know, it's wee hours here in LA. And
yes,
this is just impromptu because we were chatting.
Exactly. It's Friday night.
January 9th. Yes, it's my day. I'm going on live with my tarot later on. But you know, let's talk, girl. 2 years on this dang YouTube streets.
Yeah, we 2 years strong, girl. It just seemed like yesterday, though.
Does it? It seemed like 20 years ago to me.
I mean, it seemed like it's more than 2 years, but it also seemed like it's new too.
Yeah,
still.
I feel you. It is a new vibe. You know what I'm saying? When I first came on, it was all R. Kelly. It was all R. Kelly. Started with R. Kelly doing readings, and then started doing the vlogging with the news stories. And then I started going live because people started coming at me, child. Those P-Hive bloggers. One particular one, I'll name her because I don't even know. I haven't seen her in a long time. That spicy topic, I think is her name.
What? She ain't there to come for you?
Coming for me strong. She hated me. That was the first experience I had with some drama. Like, I was like, because people were sending me like her links, like, she's talking about you. I'm like, what?
Oh, that must have been before I got broken into YouTube, before my son even showed me how to, engage and join and be part of stuff.
It probably was before. It was only a few months after I had started on the channel.
Okay.
So I started going live just to kind of address, I had my little audio queued up. I was on a black screen on my phone. And yeah, it was cool. It was fun, and then comes the later on, I had con people coming on, sponging off my channel. I'm gonna call
Right.
them con people. It's just so many con artists on YouTube. I just realized like these people are straight up cons. That's really all it is. They're just con artists taking advantage of the situation, taking advantage of the subscribers, just just being who they really are, but just being that on YouTube. That's really what it is.
Yeah, wearing too many faces, too many different faces, and trying to manipulate and steal some of your energy and all that, even through the internet. And it's like, it's crazy. These people are crazy, all
And it,
fraud and counterfeit.
yeah, frauds.
Yep.
What do they call it? Energy vampires. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot
And
of
then
that
some
going on.
And then some of them think that, oh, I danced with the devil Monday through Thursday. If I go over here, a little bit of heaven and a little bit of grace, that'll take off Monday and Tuesday. No, it's not.
Right. Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, some of them come on to YouTube with, with the Bible, and at the same time, at this very same time, they're hitting the send button on buying and selling people's information.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm trying to steer away. If anybody, if you've been paying attention, I'm not really just focused on R. Kelly. I mean, I'm still going to cover R. Kelly, of course, but we know where he's at and trials ain't started yet. And until then, I'm not really interested unless something obviously new comes up. I'm going to keep covering
Yeah,
it.
of course. But you know what? It's all been a stepping stone. We still stand by the survivors and the victims. And like you said, of course, before he wasn't locked up. Now he's locked up. He ain't going nowhere. He's going to be there for the duration, even when he get transported to the big Brooklyn. And so it's like, if it's nothing like really update, something really to report on, hell, we can move on to the next thing, which is the more higher and better advanced level of goals that you had set out anyway. Like this year, your second year, even just tonight, is a better, higher energy. Like the whole vibe is more exciting now. So
Yeah, for those who are on that wavelength, either you're going to continue to circle around in the matrix, in the loop, this
yeah,
continuous loop that you're in, or you're going to rise above and you're going to ascend and you're going to elevate, into the new dimension. I mean, we are literally as humans, this is a time for evolution and revolution, you know.
exactly.
Yeah, this spiritual war is definitely playing out here. I know you saw what happened at the Capitol building, and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
deaths behind this, and this is all incited by number 45, telling those
Yep.
people to go there, and they just won't accept the fact that he lost the election.
It's like he need to let that go. He done got possessed and turned out like he under a spell or something over that. Like, I don't understand it. But he gonna be stuck in 3D like the rest of them.
A lot of people, well, not a lot, but there are some people who are saying this whole thing is staged. What do you think about that? As far
I
as
don't think
Mhm.
I don't think it was staged. I think that he was the fire in behind it. He orchestrated it. He planned it. And I think he had it planned, anyway. See, I think these the same group of people that's part of when he got in office. They were saying that like the KKK or whatever his little society of people is
The
and
Proud
followers.
Boys.
They said that it stemmed from one of the news ladies on MSBC, whatever, with the short hair. like the
MSNBC.
yeah, she was doing the history background check, like, from his father and all this and that and the third. Well, anyway, it was supposed to have been like, of course they kind of stay underground. They're not as present like back in the day with Martin Luther King and stuff. But anywho, they said these group of people that he has and continue his father's legacy and stuff. He promised them some things when he got in office. They allegedly, if he got in office, they would be able to get money. Like he would be able to get funded or whatever kind of case may be, and they would be able to come out and be more in a physical form and out here on these streets and stuff, and they're going to try to like bring it back, like to be more powerful or whatever. And allegedly it's supposed to be like money involved, all these promises, you get in the office, we'll be able to get away and do certain things and take over again. And I think these are the same group of people that was scaling the walls and jumping off through the windows and stuff. But my thing is, for what? He still lost the fucking the election. He's not going to be president no more. Like, get over it.
Mm.
And I'm sure that he stole and pocketed a lot of that money when he kept saying, we're going to do it real big, America, real big.
What's up, Aisha Stockton? Welcome back.
Welcome. I know they did. But you know what? We caught it with the new age of Aquarius with that reading and everything. It's a lot of things gonna be jumping off. We ain't seen nothing yet. And those people,
go ahead.
Those people, they're like robotic, like they're, programmed, follow the leader or something. Like they all act like they're in a trance.
Yeah. Well, the day that what was that? January 6th, Aries moved into Taurus. And
Okay.
I'm only bringing that up to say, I'm sorry, Mars. Mars moved into Taurus. Mars is the planet of war, moved into Taurus.
Oh.
Taurus is the earth sign that is, is very patient and very thorough. It's a slow moving thing, but it's still very hardcore. Like that movement, I think, jerked off a lot of the energy of like war. Like it's going down. 2021 came in hot.
Yeah. And then, a lot of karma and people about to be exposed. A lot of people time is up. It is.
Oh yeah. Well, people are continuing to be exposed. That's actually going to get bigger because also Pluto is in play here too. So we're talking things being brought up out of the woodwork, secrets coming out. We've been seeing that on YouTube too, haven't we?
Oh, yes, bells to that. All kind of dirty little secrets.
Yeah. As much as I want to stay out of the fray, like y'all be sending me links and like, look at this and look at that. And I'm like, but let me look because, I want to see what's going on. And it is so much drama. It just like, does the drama ever end with this like YouTube stuff? Ever? Has there ever been peace since?
But you know what? We pop in and we peep game and we pay attention and listen because it's just protecting our energy and our well-being. That's
well, of course, that too. Yeah.
And so we always got to keep our eyeballs peeled back.
Y'all ain't got to send me links unless it got to do with me though, which has been less and less of, which I'm so thankful for. So I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's interesting to me because of course I'm human. I'm a little nosy too at times.
Sometimes it's just for a good laugh. That's all.
That too. But unless it got to do with me, I'm not really that invested. But it is a shame because I look at it because it did affect my channel. Like I look like, I'm celebrating here still. Yeah. I'm glad I kind of stuck through everything and kind of changed the course of the channel. And I'm still changing things. But, initially, when, like I said, those con artists came onto my channel and sponged off my subscribers,
right.
It really shook me up, but it was for a reason. And I'm glad it happened because otherwise I might still be stuck in R. Kelly land. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't need none of that piss on us.
I don't. And it really made me realize that this is just not where I belong. I don't belong with this. This is no,
Oh
no,
no, it's
no,
not you. It wouldn't even, that don't match. Like, but
no. A lot of people just want drama. Y'all can come maybe get some drama right now. This live might not stay up though, just because
right.
like she said, we just out here chopping it up. We were
But you
up.
know what? The beauty of it all is me and you.
It is me and you.
So
Just me and you. Yeah.
hey.
It's all good, and again, I'm rehashing because I can. It's my anniversary on my channel, talking about the good old days.
You could do whatever the hell you want to do because your
Yes,
God
that's
is
true.
God. Speak.
And you're right. But yeah, so I'm just, just looking back, and I just because there were times when I was like, "Man, I wish I would have never let them people on my channel. I wish I never did." But like I just said, I realized it was for a reason. It actually forced me because I was like, I can't do this. This is ridiculous. To change
Yeah.
course, like to really realize that I came on here doing tarot and trying to really just be. I had a great concern really for Azrael, but really it turned into a whole survivor situation where
Exactly.
this is a safe space. And then of course I interviewed some people, what is Dirigatis and Michelle Kramer,
Yeah.
what's her name, Martinez,
Yep.
and that was actually a different spin on the channel. Also the
Yeah.
interviews,
And Lavelle.
Lavelle, that's right, Lavelle Jones, shout out to him.
Yeah.
But it does seem like a lifetime ago now that I think about all that stuff.
Yeah, because
um
it's so much.
yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And it's still a lot, actually, just getting the links that I got tonight. I'm like, what is all this? What is this? And the interesting thing is that it was the beehive, but now it's not even just the beehive. It's not even just the beehive now.
No, it's not. It's like
It's
I
all
thank
it's
God
everybody.
that I thank God that we've never um we never been involved with behind the scenes bullshit.
Yeah, not by choice.
Yeah.
Not by choice. I mean, I got
It,
dragged into I think that was before you really became a part. Like I think you were
yeah.
modding, but honestly, there was a lot of drama behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That first year, at the end of the year, a lot of drama, and that's where I said I had to, I have to remove myself from this. I had to change my whole phone number,
Wow.
like, and just cold cut people off. I got a cold cut off game, I gotta say. I really do. And I'm not against speaking to people and talking things out or whatever. And people have my email. So, if you really want to reach me and wanted to hash something out, then you could have. And that goes to anybody, who this might hit. But it wasn't meant, you know what I'm saying? Everything as it is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm still a baby here. A lot of these YouTubers, they've been on here for decades. I look at some of their history and I'm like, dang, you've been on here since 2008. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Right.
feel like any press about like the subscribers or the viewers or any of that. I'm just taking my time and trying to fill out what works
Yeah.
best for me, what works best for. I'm really trying to find my people on here because my shot of love is really the direction I'm trying to really stick with. And I love vlogging about like topics and stuff like that, but I think the channel is best served as me as a vessel for God, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really just trying to let the people, want the people, because there's people out there for this, to
Yeah.
find me. Y'all find me now.
Exactly.
So there's YouTubers out here who are exactly what I'm doing, like Ralph Smart, Infinite Water. Shout out to him. I'm trying to be like Ralph Smart. And Ralph Smart been on YouTube for a long time. And he got
Okay.
millions of subscribers, and all he talks about is positivity, raising your vibration, all the stuff I talk about, really, he's talking about.
Yeah,
So it is possible to be that and be successful.
it
I
sure
think
is.
it's just a key of being consistent, in which, that's an area I'm working on, but I'm busy outside of this.
Well, yeah, of course you got your personal life. I mean, we're all human. I will hope people take care of their home front and they real life, just everyday living. I mean, come on.
Yeah, some people you would think I wonder, like, how are you
Yeah.
on here so much?
Oh man, I can't. And then I can't imagine having a partner, and now they're like hours and hours in their little space doing that. I'll be like, if you don't get your
Look, if nobody's checking their partner for being online 24/7, it's because they don't want their partner around them. It's like, lay your ass on YouTube and leave me alone. You know what
right.
I'm saying? And vice versa for the person who's on YouTube. They probably just don't want to they detach from their family for a reason.
Oh yeah,
You can
that's
play the family person all day long. I'm a great this, I'm a great that. But if you on YouTube too much, to me, that says you ain't. You ain't. Especially when your kids is running around you, hollering and screaming for you, and you muting them to continue to talk on YouTube. Like, I have seen that time and time again. I'm like, wow.
or some don't even mute them. They just be
They just deal with them.
straight gutter with it.
All that.
That's
But that's,
crazy.
that's that low vibration stuff. And it's a lot of that here. So I guess, it's YouTube is the world. It has pockets of everything.
Yeah, I noticed it's even though it's like this, all social media, like the internet period is like is big and huge, but it's also a small community of people. You have the trolls, you have the people that you could tell is the same person whether they change their name or not. Especially YouTube,
Right.
they jump from place to place to place. Especially the
Hmm.
ones that try to come after you.
Right.
Majority of them can't spell. I don't know if they're kids or they just, maybe got a little delayed or learning disorder or something like that. But
You're so sweet with it.
at first, I had went in on people in like a year ago. I'd told them how to double head 12-inch and no lube, what they could do with it for me.
Yeah,
And
you had some situation. That's the thing to me. Is like, why would a YouTuber? I'm not even going. I'm just going to say, I don't like what happened with you. And when you just brought that up, it reminded me of like how disgusting people can be, and knowing, and
yeah,
people don't have a platform to defend themselves or tell their truth. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So as a YouTuber, there is a certain responsibility. Like, if you're going to be out here claiming to be for victims and all of that, and for women, then act like it. Like, you saying that in one breath, but then in the other breath, you
you do
negative
something else.
person women out and putting women's business out there. That's really not even 100% true and correct, honestly,
No.
for everybody to feed off of. And that person don't have the opportunity to speak up for themselves, so I don't
Yeah,
like none of that. I'm not with that. I don't
yeah,
like it.
because it's
And I
like,
don't like, I don't support anybody who does that. So
yeah, because
if I'm not subscribed to you, it's for a reason. If you want to know why, then email me. I'll be happy to tell you.
yeah. And then I also took it like I see, how people want they try to come at you different angles to try to get you sucked into this YouTube world, like, oh, I'm gonna make a video or I'm gonna get, but that's how nobody gonna be doing all of that. Cause see me, no, it ain't a YouTube game for me. And I had to even step off and step back a whole lot too, because I don't do all that thumb thugging shit or whatever, or make going live every time like how they take it as a joke. I'm certain way I was raised and certain things I believe in and what I don't believe in. I ain't gonna no, I'm not gonna do all of that. I'm just not, especially when it comes to personal, your life, your family, all of that mess. Like a lot of them been getting away with a lot of shit, you know,
Mhm.
and I don't understand how the streets ain't took care of nothing, or no family member, or anything. Like I don't.
People are getting their karma. We might not see it, but a
Yeah.
lot of the people, like for instance, with me personally, a lot of the people who I had issues with had the nerve to come over here and try to attack me for some shit that wasn't even attackable. For what? Are afflicted. A lot of these people are afflicted, whether it's health, physical health, mental health.
Yeah.
A lot of these people are just straight up broken. You know
You're
what I'm
right.
saying? So, and I take that into consideration, and I just shake my head at them like, you just a broken piece of shit, but more power to you. Queen
Yeah.
Keish, hello to you too.
And then it's a lot of narrow-minded people that would take one little thing and twist it around, or not comprehending it and just jump the gun. And it's like, hold on. No, you ain't listening, you're not getting it right, and you're not paying attention. Like, come on.
Right. And I guarantee you open the door to some of these people's true existences, their true lives, and what you see is what you get. What's going on the inside of a person's heart, it shows up in their life. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that just speaks to me volumes. That's all I need to know. Oh, you got this issue, that issue, this going on, that going on, and this is why you so nasty and evil, and you spewing all this, all this rhetoric, because you're just possessed. Some of these people do have a possessed spirit.
Yeah, and some of I don't even think that they know it, because they at some point in time they open that channel and them doors for that to come on right on in, especially when the spiritual warfare, like especially with evil and demonic spirits and demons and stuff, they will measle their way in to the most vulnerable, weakest person they see is easy to latch on or whatever, and
Yeah.
people
The
don't even
lower,
realize
mhm.
easy. It's
Yeah,
easy.
the lower you vibrate, the easier it is for them to get in there. And especially if you're not sober, a lot of
Yeah.
these people get on YouTube, they be drunk, they be high, they be out of their mind,
Oh
talking
man,
all kind of shit,
they be out of their body.
out of their mind, out of their body, all of
They
that.
be tripping. You can see it in their eyes, especially, but they get right up on the camera too. And like,
If you could see their
damn.
eyes, if you could see their eyes, that one chick, that one that we were talking about, her eyes black as coal. The one that
Yes.
got into the fight at the liquor store or whatever.
Oh yeah, like soulless, like
Yeah.
straight soulless.
Oh yes, exactly. Yeah, just
Yep.
straight coals for
Yeah,
eyes. I'm like,
empty,
girl.
an empty dark hole, like a fucking what I want to say, um, what do they call that? Well, anyway, but yeah, that's just how it is. It's crazy. But a lot of people are not happy within themselves.
Mhm.
They're miserable, got a chip on their shoulder, and they're not really truly 100% loving themselves and
Yeah,
100% happy.
that's true. No matter what they say, because people be on here, I'm so happy. I have
Yeah,
this, I have that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I've got this. I mean, it's all bullshit. And
yeah,
I see right through that. And it's so, to me, I'm embarrassed for the person. I'm like, oh God, you're embarrassing. You
yeah.
might have people that might follow you off of a cliff, but motherfucker, that is nothing to brag about when you're looking at these people and who they are and what they represent. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So to me, that's not a win.
Yeah. It's not, because you leading them down the wrong path, and it's like, nah.
But yeah,
People
so
don't, a lot
uh-huh.
of followers. It's sad that it's a lot of adults that that's so weak, such a follower, not leaders. And it's like everybody's looking for acceptance and to be acknowledged and to fit in something or whatever. I don't understand it. And people just harbor on this. They wrench and a fucking to be part of a clique and like it's a mafia bullshit going on or something. Yeah, I don't
Uh-huh.
understand
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that wrench is it's got some type of power behind it, I guess. I don't know. I
And
actually got some heat because I removed a wrench. I really just took all the wrenches. It was at one point where I was having issues with folks, and I was literally getting like cursed out and cursed for removing a wrench. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I don't even
people
understand that mentality.
people take that to heart. Like they soul get tampered with.
Wrench, huh? They need to take that wrench and fix their life.
Yeah, it's like good. You know what? But that's just like how some people uh they hold on to certain things like positions and titles or whatever the case may be, and they hold on to that like that means so much to them
Please.
more than anything.
I say aim higher.
Right.
I mean, there's so many things to achieve out here in this world. A wrench is not one of them.
Especially a YouTube channel or like just be part of somebody else and following and carrying on. Like I don't understand. I just because
Yeah.
there's some real life shit going on and more important things. And like you say, you always supposed to the advances for higher. You should always set a goal. It's never, it's never ending thing.
I think some people's goals is to get wrenches from like channels and stuff. Like, I'm going to be a part of this group.
I have seen like even if I've been on other channels like Yuck Mouth, the rapper. I've been in his channel and I have seen some of those people, one either with either a wrench or not a wrench, but I've seen them in King Brittany Shadell, Tasha K's. I've seen them somewhere everywhere.
Well, that's what people do. They channel hop and they just,
And it don't matter what time of day, because Young Muff will go live like at 3 in the morning. Like he says nighttime is what he do his thing. And they'll be right on there. Like I think even before he even set it up and get his thing started. And I'd be like, dang, do you sleep?
Well, people be in different parts of the world too. So
Yeah. And I keep up with like the crime talk or court TV and stuff like that with other cases, and it'd be like the same people. Yeah, maybe the same people. I'd be like, wow.
that's like this YouTube, this R. Kelly stuff. It's the same people.
I have seen some of the people that's been keeping up the R. Kelly case, like on the court TV and crime talk and what else is it? With the other because it's this couple, they call them Doomsday cult couple. Anyway, they don't even speak in they'll speak when it comes to this R. Kelly shit, but they don't speak if they somewhere else.
They speak what?
They don't speak if they be like on court TV or other channels or profiling evil. But I know for a fact that they've been keeping up with the R. Kelly case, and they don't even speak. Like you'd be like, "Hey," and they just be like, "Whatever."
So you saying they act right when they're on those type of channels?
Yeah, don't even acknowledge. It's like as if, like, I don't know you, girl. Don't be speaking to me up in here. Like,
please. These people are crazy. Like I said, a handful of nut jobs. So what's up with Dr. Dre? So Dr. Dre got hospitalized with an aneurysm, and then his house almost got robbed at the same time. That Jimmy Iovine from Interscope sold all the catalog.
I didn't hear about that.
They said the same day he went to the hospital was the same day Jimmy Iovine sold all the catalogs that he owned of, I guess, all the he owned all them damn catalogs being the head of Interscope.
Damn.
So I don't know what the connection is, but some theories are that the soon to be ex-wife had to do with the aneurysm.
Yeah, that they were saying like was somebody trying to, I seen like the titles and the captions, like people saying, was she trying to kill him, or was somebody trying to murder him, or was it from the stress from the divorce and other things, or was it the powers to be in the industry, basically, like
the possibility is that he's not even Dr. Dre anymore. He's just a clone now.
Yep, that's what they were saying. They were saying
Because,
like
uh-huh.
I can honestly say, when was it? When he got his name on the sidewalk or something, whatever they call it, the stars or
Hollywood
whatever.
Star Walk of Fame. Uh-huh.
He looked kind of strange then. Like I was looking like, that really him? Like
I think he's taking that GH, whatever that hormone is that they be taking to get buff.
oh yeah, or like the steroids or
Yeah.
what's the other stuff
Just like
too?
Timbaland did it. Yeah, you could tell when they do that because it's not, they don't lose, it's they still got they're like big, but in the
Yeah, because I
muscle.
was like, damn, he like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like God.
Right. That's what I think it makes him crazy too. That
But
them
they said
hormones ain't
that
no good.
Adacron, what is it called? Adacron or whatever they taking too.
I don't
They
know.
like to make them like vampires when they do the cloning shit or whatever, or the
I ain't never heard of that.
yeah, when you Google it, they claim that a lot of them, they get a dose of it or however it's supposed to go, and it's something about in that little world of people, community of people, that be into that. They little secret.
What does it
Um,
do? What's supposedly, what does it do?
they supposed to like try to either stay looking the same or younger, or
Oh,
so
you
they
got
won't.
that. You've been listening to Amina and Imrek.
I heard it from there and also from Madam So, I believe.
Yeah, she said there's some type of drug these celebrities or
Like Oprah or
cosmetic
whatever.
cosmetic
Yeah.
treatment that they do to keep their face, to keep them young, and that they all looking crazy during quarantine because
Yeah.
they didn't have access to the stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah, I
yeah, they
heard
was
that.
yeah, and certain things and how to play out. Um, I do believe that some of them, that a lot of them do, whether they do surgeries or not. I think a lot of them do the like scientific experiment or injections or whatever the heck they probably think their money is buying them. But it's like, God, you've been created, and this is you're supposed to naturally age, and you're supposed to naturally have a certain amount of, whether it's fat or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
Everybody's genetically DNA makeup is unique to me, and that's what makes everybody's beautiful, supposedly. Me, I'm so sorry, don't be Botox, and then they all look like a damn freak show after a while. I mean, because they done fuck themselves up, and it's like, like, now you really look crazy. You look like something that needs to be in a museum, a circus act or something.
That's why they have to keep doing stuff, because if they
Yeah.
stop, then they like morph into some creature.
Yeah, and then they don't even look real, and then they have to cover it up. And you know what? Also, too, see, the natural human body is, even if you go to the dentist to get a tooth removed, your natural body knows when something foreign it been replaced with something natural is being removed. You get surgery, get hysterectomy, your body knows something is thrown off. It throws everything else off of whack because your brain cells is sending the signal out like, where's this and where's that? Like something is not right. And especially when you have people don't understand, especially when they go under the knife. Every time you get put to sleep, that is stress on the body. And
Mhm.
and they don't understand that, and all this removing and replacing and trying to, it's like ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But that's the money making in that area for surgeons and stuff, because especially the ones for the wealthy, rich people, they know they're gonna keep coming back. It's like a dope house. How bad do you want it and need it?
Let us know, Nurse Kim.
Yeah. And a lot of these people don't take care of themselves, and then a lot of them, they do develop alcohol and other habits to suppress or cope or deal with a lot of things they probably witnessed or been around or whatever the case may be. Ain't no telling, but they be letting that money and stuff motivate them to keep them pushing forward, or they be feeling like it's too late now. So
Yeah. So I don't know what is going on with Dr. Dre, but I heard some YouTubers, specifically one who supports R. Kelly, wishing him well and all these things, all this gushy, well wishing stuff. Now, and I'm like, this man is a woman beater.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's known to be bad actor, especially towards women and stuff. And
Absolutely. And it just said everything to me about this person and how they support R. Kelly and how they're now supporting this guy. And he, to me, doesn't, I mean, I guess wishing somebody well isn't a bad thing. However, why even waste your breath? That's how
I
I feel.
mean, right. And you don't have to wish death on nobody, but damn, you don't have to be, that attached, like feeling like, oh my gosh. No.
Right.
He's
Exactly.
whatever the Lord will be. If it's time to go, it's his time to go. If it ain't, then hell, he'll be all right and work through it.
He gonna be all right. It's just a trip how he going through this hella divorce situation and something like that happens.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
up, Wild Wayne?
Hey, Wild Wayne. My King Warrior brother, he's still with us too. He's hanging in there.
Hanging in there. What's happening, Wayne? Aisha, did you just comment on another video? I just saw a comment pop up, but it wasn't here. I don't know. Okay, I guess she on a different video. But yeah, we were talking about Dr. Dre. Before that, we were talking about the Capitol building and Trump and all that BS. Regarding it being staged, that Capitol building stuff, I'm gonna go back to that.
Okay.
Now, that there's definitely something where there's crisis actors who are in play. These are people, so that's what people were saying, that this whole thing is a staged event, which is why the protesters were allowed onto the grounds and why it kind of went down, even though that lady did get shot. So we can't,
You know what? They might didn't inform everybody.
Aisha, girl, you multitasking, huh? She said she was watching the video about the little boy that got hit by the car. Oh, that was that video was sad. The little boy, Kim, you remember the little boy? Wasn't even his father. It was the mother's boyfriend, supposedly. And this little boy was 5 years old.
Oh yeah, that video. And he called himself disciplining the little boy and threw him out of the car.
Yeah, he took him for a ride to supposedly calm him down because he said he was being, acting out. Yeah. And then he stopped, and it's a 4-lane highway, a busy 4-lane highway. He tells the kid to get out the car. And he says before he knows it, the kid then ran out into the street, and the kid was probably running from his ass.
Okay.
And that was sad. That mother, see, and that's the thing too about these mothers. I'm sure, I can't even imagine losing my child like that, and at all, but let alone like that. And she has to blame herself. You can't just be letting your child with any old body.
Especially letting somebody run off with your baby. But you know what? Just because you have a baby don't make you a mother, and just because you're a mother don't make you right. But it's a lot of these females and uterus. The uterus is just to house a baby. A lot of these people that's written their womb out, they don't never put the child's best interest first. They just be thinking like, I don't understand it. And the way the world is now and people are, I wish I would fork over my child to somebody. And I got grown kids. And no.
You're right. That's why this whole "where are the parents" thing that the Beehive be spitting, to me, is ridiculous. I mean, I know there's some cases of where we're looking at Landfair, where the parents, I think they did literally sell their child, honestly, accepting payment and jobs and anything to cover up what happened.
Well, yeah, that's so, when I tell you that's like, that breaks a person. Like, to me, it was very a heartbreaker, because as a parent, mother and father, Like my mother and father, you know, my mom's not here, but I know, let's say even if I was fat, I jumped off the porch or however, and they found out where I was, where I've been or however. First off, my dad not gonna stay employed. He not playing no drums, no guitar, and nothing else.
Okay.
He would have died for me. You know, I done read certain quotes or whatever allegedly that the father made this same statement about he got beat up real bad. Baby, let me tell you something. Especially if you knew for sure, even if you didn't know and you found out after the fact, you know, they say he was crying when he saw the video. If that's your first time and then you really knew to what extent what this nigga did to your child, baby, it would have been murder, would have been the case that they gave me.
That's right. Same here. Same here. I don't understand that. But like in the cases of like the Clarys and the what is the other
Savage.
Savages, yeah. Now, I think most of that is directed towards them. I don't agree. I think I've said this many times that, you know, we stand with these parents who were concerned for their daughters.
Exactly.
You know, regardless of how old they are now, you know.
But I don't understand why they want to target them, you know, I guess because they help bring, if it wasn't to me for them and bringing it to the forefront, we probably wouldn't have never knew, or ain't no telling how much longer we wouldn't have knew to what depth would this fucker been doing. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand. When I start following the case, you know how it hit home with me, and personally too, but as well, when the docuseries came out, and I spoke about this even with my family, I'm like, everybody was so focused on, like, to me, the dumb shit, all the sex part or whatever, carrying on. If you really listen to, even with Michael Avalani, they done confirmed, even undercover agents said that the Clarys and the Savages never was, you know, they never got paid any money, nor did they ever ask for any money. First off, who the hell literally said, oh, I'm selling my kids, or whatever the case may be?
Right.
Not only that, they act like, oh, Angelo never, you know, when he said you need to look up the laws and what's the consensual age in Florida, is 18. She was 17, the baby was 17. They act like they don't get that part. They talking about what's going on in Chicago. Okay, yeah, and that's why Chicago in the situation that it's in. This man was obviously, now we know, he was sneaking up at the school. Now we know what all kind of bullshit he was doing. Not only that, it's just ridiculous. Then they all going, oh, the money dried up, and that's when they skipped out. Why is y'all hollering about the parents want all this money? You just said the money dried up. So which one is it? He either got the money or he don't. They talking about the lavish lifestyle. Looking at that basic ass shit that he had in the Trump, them people was appalled. They didn't even know that man was, technically it wasn't his fucking unit up in there, because he didn't even have it in his name. You know, to be 30 years in the game and hollering about king, the king, and everything else, he really don't have nothing to show for it.
Right.
And it's just ridiculous. Oh man.
You're right. He don't really have nothing to show for it, does he?
No, he don't.
For as long as he's been at the, you know, and then the heights that he has reached. And, you know, we have to remember he's also a songwriter. He's had hits to other artists too. That's a lot of money. Yeah. So nobody can blame Sony and blame this one and blame that one.
Blame nothing else. And you know what? He knew to lie. He knew to team up with people to help him lie. And he knew to keep, you know, how to do and maneuver things around and to get away with his little dirty work for a while. But guess what? It don't nothing last forever. And then, you know, it's sad because a lot of those victims and survivors, and they have been failed long enough and too many times, whether it was by their family or by the justice system. And it's about time that his ass got to face the music.
Finally. Yes. I mean, Like he said, what he say? It's too late.
Yeah,
30
it's
years in the back.
I can't. That is my. I hope they play that over and over again with him
In
talking.
court.
It's too late. It's too late. I'm like, what the hell? And what I want to know is, was he anemic or something all his life? Because even looking at his music videos, even the one with number one when he throwing up the number 6 in that video with Carrie Hilson. He got on all these baggy ass clothes. He run around like he the bag lady or something or whatever. He got to have a scarf on. He got to have a leather jacket. He got to have a turtleneck. He got to have all this.
He got to cover up all that stink.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, if you don't,
Aisha said, remember when on Gayle King, he said out his mouth the parents gave them to him. Don't he know that's a crime?
Right. He talking about something, they gave their daughters to me.
Right. He said they sold. Didn't he say sold?
Yeah, he said what I'm supposed to do when they throw their daughters and they gotta eat. I gotta feed them. I gotta go.
That's crazy.
Because they can't do it.
Wow. That Gayle King interview really was a classic. That really did him in for a lot of people who didn't. Some people were on the fence, but a lot of people, when they saw that, were like shocked. Like,
you
what
know what?
in the hell?
I knew he was putting on an act when the nigga came busting out with the putting the makeup on his face. They patting his face with the with the little foundation or the concealer, whatever the hell they was putting on his face, and he. He even caught himself laughing and snickering at his damn self when he kept saying, is that camera on? Is that camera on? Why you so focused at this camera? Because you getting off on looking at yourself acting like a damn fool.
Didn't they hear him in the back?
Yep, like he coughing and stomping his feet.
Trying to disrupt them from telling stuff.
He done smuggled his way back in like he crossing the border or something. I would honey, you know what?
I'm gonna have to watch that interview again at some point. I don't think I watched it again after. It was just too much. I was like, ooh, child, this man is off the chain.
And then he went all over the place. He was all over the place.
Yeah,
shaking his head, yes. And then he got real low, got the whispering to Gayle. Gayle, I thought he was about to do patty cake for a minute.
And then here comes old Daryl Johnson coming out trying to calm the situation, being a crisis manager.
Man, you know what? That's another one. I still can't put my finger on it with him, how he got brought in, slithered out and all this carrying on.
Yeah, he had something to do. Yeah, I don't know what his deal was, but wasn't he on that old Phases show?
Yeah. And with the what is her name? Rogers or whatever the case may be.
Oh, yeah. Those two were kind of in the together.
She was so fat. That you talking about throwing them. You saw the back of her head. She was so memorized by him and wiggling and stuff every time she saw. I said to myself, boy, you talking about throwing it at him. She slapped him all upside his neck and dreads with her little Susie, her little wop. You
talking about Diamond or Phases?
No, Diamond. No, Phases used to wiggle in her seat in behind Mr. Dana J.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she did. She used to get excited. When Dana J started going on her channel, I peeped how she upgraded her hair. She started getting her hair done better. The makeup, eyelashes was popping. The lipstick was popping.
Was supposed to be better because I don't think I saw her till after that.
Oh, yes, honey. She used to get excited. She used to get all dolled up. That woman there, she had to live her best life when he came. Mm-hmm.
Really? Dana J, huh? Wow.
That's the image that she put out to me, my opinion. That's what I had peeped at. I was like,
he was the first person. She was. I think her channel was where he first came on YouTube. Also,
yeah.
So thanks to her, we have Dana J now.
She used to get all excited. She'd be, ooh.
Wow. Yeah, it's a whole different game now. It used to be kind of more fun. Like
Yeah,
even with
it
the
did.
Beehive stuff, it was more light-hearted type fun, like making fun. But it's so nasty now. So
Yeah.
nasty and just so demonic.
Yeah, they everybody want to play with all the with his little black magic crap, but all that stuff it's gonna be reversed and everything else. But you
Oh
know,
yeah. Anything anybody's out here doing trying to bring harm on anybody else or whatever, that's going to really backfire. It's going to
yeah,
backfire and you will
yeah.
be exposed. You will
But
be
you know
exposed.
what? It will be exposed because I got a gut feeling, and nobody they ain't paying attention. The ones that's so stuck on the bullshit and the vindictive evil shit, far as the P hivers, they done missed the whole page. I'm willing to bet my last. I'm willing to bet that they got a internet forensic agent that's like a subscriber or something, or might even be a YouTuber allegedly undercover, and they don't even know it.
You mean in like the chat and stuff?
Oh yeah.
hmm Yeah, I wouldn't put.
Kodak Black got caught up like that on one of his Instagram lives. He thought it was somebody following him and one of his fans, and the whole time it was a Fed agent.
Really?
Yes, he incriminated himself, even, when they do like the private videos or however they do it, like on Instagram and stuff. And come to find out one of them, because, he had 3 different cases going on, but I forgot which one. And he thought it was one of the followers, and it wasn't. It was undercover. And they had it all recorded. He's standing there with his shirt off and carrying on. He high and loaded, talking shit. He was talking about something. He incriminated himself, basically.
So he's still in jail, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still locked up.
Child. Yeah, that's what people do. That's what they're doing on YouTube. Even with this
Yeah,
R. Kelly case, didn't you sent me a post that was up talking about these people were being investigated and whatnot.
yeah. And said some of them they already have cases and they know that. And they part of the indictment. They just ain't, I guess, haven't got brought to the public yet. Which that undercover Fed agent that didn't have his face showed in the docu series that was sitting next to Lisa Van. He said, in time, certain things will be unsealed and made public, and in time, slowly but surely, but not everything. It's still a lot of shit that they have not disclosed to the world. So
And that post was from Will Eady, right? One of
yeah,
R. Kelly's people.
yeah, whoever
Well,
he
he
is.
should know. He should know.
Oh, because they don't already hugged the cable that they was at that door, baby. You
Okay.
come on with us, sir. Come talk to us, sir.
Because he got kind of quiet too, because he was one that was speaking out more at the very beginning.
Oh
But I
yeah,
don't,
a lot of them was really enjoying all of that, jumping all in these interviews and carrying on, getting off, just excited about it.
and didn't even know they was just breaking the law.
And the whole time and they did, you know what? They actually helped the feds out. That they no, they probably like, I know these people can't be that down. But yeah, thank you. All evidence, all proof. Thank you. Keep talking. And I believe that they done told some of these radio stations, they done told some of these shows like Dr. Oz and all that. I believe that they've been told, let them on to your show. Don't say nothing. Just let them talk about this, and or don't ask that. And we're gonna be right here the whole time.
Wow. What's up with Kanye and this rumor about him? Do you know who Jeffree Star is?
Yeah, I seen that. They said that he's getting a divorce. He said Kim cheated, and then they said that he's allegedly been messing around with him, Jeffree Star, and they said that allegedly some woman claimed, I guess she part of I don't know, close. She connected to ring of people to their family or however it go, and she said that it was out on TikTok, or she been sitting on it or something, and they said text messages or something like that, or a DM message, and Jeffree Star kind of like came out and confirmed it in a way. He didn't deny it, but he was saying like, yeah, they had a great time and all that, but I haven't heard that I know of, or I haven't seen it, but I haven't really been digging either. I ain't seen Kanye or nobody say, hey, that ain't true, or I ain't said that, or I don't know where the hell this came from. I ain't.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it was all over Twitter the day, yesterday or the day before. I was like, what?
We don't. When that boy was running over, was it England or Europe or whatever it was, he could be his true self, wearing them dresses and swinging like he had 30-inch hair, allegedly, before he got with a Kim. And I can't, you never know nowadays. You just never know.
And you remember when he was with Amber Rose, he also had some relationship with that one designer. I can't think of his name right now. He was like an Italian designer.
Oh, yeah.
And he
You
was with
right.
them everywhere. They were stuck at the hip.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I think he couldn't be his true self, and he explored that side after his mom passed. Because it seemed like it was kind of, like, to me, you kind of could see it. But I think afterwards, it was like, I'm free. I could really come out in a way, not all the way, but in some way, I could kind of be a little bit more free with it. That's how I took it.
His mom was
But
not there.
I also know that by him suffering from, what is it, bipolar, they said he has, with that is a real condition. And you never be the same if you lose a parent. He was another one that was also too idolized his mother and had a weird, love and connection. He said that he was like R. Kelly. If he could have married his mom, he would have too.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Kanye's always been different, and I don't know the bipolar thing. I don't know if that's something that's a true diagnosis, or
it might be just something that they're saying what it is, to justify his behavior or whatever.
Exactly, to justify, because in that industry, there's things we can't comprehend that go on, and
I was gonna say, I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him some shit that made him act like that, and they, that's public humiliation.
And again, is that even Kanye? Like I was saying about Dr. Dre.
Right.
They might have took him already too, and just because they said a lot of these people are just clones. Even Biden, they were saying, look at his eyes. That ain't even him. Who was that? That was shout out to what's her name? Ceylon. She's like calling me like, his eyes are blue. Look at him in the camera. They look like coals. Which they did.
Said that about Ellen Jenner and all of that. And they were saying like a lot of them either house arrest or they disappear and carrying on.
And for people who wonder, like, well, why would they? It's because they make money off of these people. Like, these people are big earners.
Yeah.
So if you can just replace them with another soul and take over their bank accounts, like even with these rappers, they're saying these labels, people are saying that these labels are offing these rappers because they can get more money from them dead than alive.
Yeah.
I believe that too. Wayne said, cloned ye. They done cloned ye.
Yeah. You better know it.
I wouldn't put it past these labels because they're not making the money they were making back in the day. The game has changed. He said MK Ultra. The game has changed, and they're probably doing desperate times to call for desperate measures.
It sure is. It sure is.
Let's see. Yeah. Aisha said, did y'all hear about Brandy and Wanye Morris was in a relationship? He was 15. She was 15. He was 22.
Yeah,
I remember. And he was Boys II Men, right?
Yep.
And wasn't he the one she initially said was her daughter's father? And I don't think he was. I mean, it
No,
turned
he
out he
wasn't.
wasn't.
Yeah,
I
she originally said that, but see now allegedly her mom was, basically helped. It was what sort of one of those things like, oh, you're gonna do this because we need them. I don't know if it
It'd
was
be
because
good for your for the brand. Yeah.
right, and that's always been like the same little rumors and stories about how her mom knew about it and basically kind of sold her little daughter. Now I don't know if it was like selling it, but she knew
Well,
about it.
her mom and her dad knew that he was
Yeah.
22 and she was only 15, if that was the case. And I don't know if Brandy, I mean, I don't know. Brandy, I don't know what her deal is. You think she was already hot? I mean, was she already doing her thing, or because she was already doing her thing and she was already in the industry for a long time. Well, not a long time, but she was what, Moesha and
Yeah. You know what?
I
I don't know, because it's like it wasn't like they needed to get her signed or nothing, or that was to get her started or get her, in there or
But
whatever.
these people, they I think they were going by kind of that old school Hollywood thing where you have to have your image has to be a certain way. Because I think
Yeah.
for her, it was all about her image. You know what I'm saying? And I think, did she get pregnant? Maybe they try to cover up the pregnancy by sticking him with him. I don't know.
Yeah, they try to make it seem like, oh, she didn't have no baby, without being married and all this and
Mhm.
that. Trying to, give the world this illusion and image, a persona of her, but that didn't work out.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
I remember reading.
I'm actually a fan of Brandy's music. I mean, not her current music, but like when she had, back in the day, I love her voice. She has a beautiful voice.
Yeah, she does, and it was
But
different.
it's something off though. It's something that's off. I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely is, and I always picked up on that too.
Oh, Brandy. And then
Yeah.
her and Monica, the feud that never ends. I mean, and speaking of that, Monica and C Murder, wasn't he? They were saying the same thing about them as far as age. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I think that's kind of common. I mean, look, 15 and 22. I think, that's obviously that ain't right. But somebody like a R. Kelly, who, like, he just is, he's so disgusting just because of the fact that he had the power that he had and he did what he did to children. Like, we're talking children. Like,
Right.
And on camera, on film, you filmed it, you bastard.
Yeah, and then put it in a song.
And then what? Oh, and
Put it
then,
in a
you
song.
put in the music, you put the
Yeah,
tape out there. Why'd you do that?
and
Why?
then it's like he done this to actually, children, like we said, and then not only that, you're also drugging people, whether they kids or adults, and it's just ridiculous. He could have made a whole different way, in a better way, knowing, like you said, the type of his voice would have mattered. Like, he could have been such a good advocate, especially for young males that's
Mhm,
been molested or sexual assault. He could have had his own Teen Truth,
mhm,
and he would have been really blessed abundantly. But he
mhm,
misused his gift. He really is a
mhm.
genius gone to waste. And he kept getting opportunity and opportunity and opportunity that nobody gets in a lifetime. Chance
Right.
after chance after chance. And
Yeah.
but
And on
like
top
you
of that,
said,
yeah, they said he was stingy with his money and everything else. He's just not a good dude. Just not a
and a
good dude.
big liar,
Mhm.
big putting on this front, like, and yeah, that fed his ego and shit too, and his narcissistic ways. He got several different characteristics and just all kind of, yeah. He's like a prolific man. That man just that his rabbit hole runs so deep. I don't even think Lucifer himself can go that far.
Like Aisha said, he could have gotten help a long time ago. He has the resource. He had the resources. He could have definitely, he knew what his deal was. If that is what is driving this, then he could have gotten help.
He acknowledged that he had a problem. I do believe that part that he broke down in front of his brothers and said he needed help. He had a problem. If he acknowledged it and recognized it, he could have got help. But you know what? When he said in that video, and you could tell somebody was sneaking and recording him. You could tell how that phone was angled. When he talking about it's too late, it's too late. He meant that. He said, I've heard him say on old interviews, he did the church thing, he did the counseling, he did all of that. He don't want that. He said that he hired his motherfucking self, that was his words, and he handcuffed and he ain't letting it go for nothing, meaning that I like the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I enjoy, and there's nothing that can make me come back from it. So he signed up for that, and he was proud about it, you know.
Yeah, he made a deal with the devil, and he was good with it.
Yep.
So now he has to pay the consequences for that.
Right. Why he trying to act like it's such a desperate and dire need to get out, get out. Yeah, you're gonna get out all right.
He gonna get out. The only way he gonna get out anytime soon is if he die.
Yep. But in the meantime, you're gonna get out. You're gonna get your ass in this courtroom.
Yeah, you're gonna stand up and face these people, and we're gonna get convicted. Like, that's just what it is.
If God made Ed Jensen face the people, tell the truth, is one of his attorneys, that man lived to be 80-some years old, and he had hey, it's time to come up off of that. Come on now, let's go.
It's his time. I mean, he did, he had an opportunity after the first trial to get it together, and he didn't do that. He was doing crimes when the trial was on hold.
They said he walked in with some cases, I think 3, and then accumulated 6 more during the time. And God knows that's just what they telling us and what they had found out then. They probably have found out more now, especially once they found that warehouse. Ain't no telling.
Why don't you speak on? I saw you commented on that channel about
Whitney D's channel.
Yeah, I guess so.
I was saying one of those indictments is, I think I know he got 5 for sure, superseding indictments, but I think it's 6 or 7. But one of them, when I was reading, it was more detailed and broken down. I actually outlined it, and I actually posted on Twitter and stuff. I still have it in my phone. But anyway, they were talking about the Jane Does and all this carrying on. Where it showed where he traveled to Connecticut with his posse, you might as well say, because it say him and others. He traveled to Connecticut where he picked up a Jane Doe. That was, this the way they described this Jane Doe, she was an adult woman, where they picked up another underage child, I think maybe between age 15 or 17 years of age, while they were there in Connecticut. Said that him and others knew and willingly participated in sexual acts with that person. Well, the person that they picked up in Connecticut, the alleged Jane Doe, traveled with him and others to California. And it said this, I want to say the year between 2017 and 18.
So more recently.
Said that they showed up on the scene, and this child, it says specifically age 12, and it says that he had 3 days, like he moved her started in the back of an SUV, and they said whoever he picked up in Connecticut was in this SUV with the other underage victim that was I think the age of 14 or 15, that they brought from Connecticut, was in the back of this SUV with this 12-year-old child. And they said how this is the one that actually says rape, and I want to say kidnap. He had her, and they said the witnesses that the prosecutors got their testimony and stuff, said that the lady, I guess he slapped the hell out of her because she couldn't get the 12-year-old girl to stop crying. They said that the people in this truck or whatever with him said the girl was crying, wanted to go home. Now this is the one actually says rape. It don't say no sexual assault or molestation. It says rape.
And this is one of the superseding New York indictments?
I want to say yes.
Because it sounds like Land Act. That sounds like Land Act.
I know he has the magistrate judge attached to that one too. But that out of all the Jane Does, that was the one that was the youngest, and it says rape on there. And it says he got that baby in California. And it says that would, to me, that's recent. 2007, I don't know if, I know it was either 2017 or 2018, but one of the two was certain, and that's in black and white. They got the month, the day, around what time in the afternoon. I want to say 1 something in the afternoon. And and they said moved her around, like basically he moved her around from one place to another place for 3 days.
I don't remember that. I mean, I read through all the indictments in the superseding, but I'm gonna have to go back through.
I could resend it to you, and
I have everything, girl. Unless you want to pinpoint exactly where that's at.
Yeah, I even reshared it. I was like, I have seen, and people, go over it. I don't know which indictment they're going over, but either paragraph 4 or 5, or either charge 4 or 5, or however they call it, with the coercion and all this and that and the third in Carno. But that baby, they said that baby was 12 years old, and that happened in California. Now I want to know who the hell was in Connecticut that was jumping around from state to state with him, and who all was with him showing up on the scene in this damn SUV.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out. I hope we do.
Yeah, we will.
Wow. Aisha said, wow.
So if that was recent, a 12-year-old child, and she crying and want to go, you know what?
12 years old.
Yeah, because he wanted, and then they got in detail what he started performing sexual acts and oral acts with both of those babies in the back of the truck with this lady. To me, is a handler and a participator that left Connecticut with him.
Ooh, them handlers are gonna be. That's going to be interesting too, because since there hasn't been any more arrests on that end, you got to know that these people are speaking out. They are talking.
You know what God has done? In 2017, he was supposed to have his black ass out here at the Hard Rock performing for Valentine's Day, right? Mm-hmm. And then he told that bald-faced lie about he was stuck in traffic in California. I'm going to go back and check the month and the date to see if that was the same month. Now, if his ass was supposed to be, that was around that time, baby, that means that he was in California, and that's what the hell he was doing. Because I said to myself, you are Kelly. You can't fly from California to over here to Vegas.
They said he didn't like to fly.
I think that's all bullshit.
Well, California, you mean
from California to Vegas?
Well, he would have driven.
Exactly. But he claimed he was stuck in traffic. He was doing that bullshit, not showing up, whatever. But then also, come to find out, he had came. Now that was because I went to Mardi Gras. So that was in February, because Hard Rock was doing a deal. It was, you buy his ticket and you get a suite. You get 2 tickets and a suite. They was doing a package deal. And that's when I thought that at first it was out here in our local news. It made it seem like Drea was doing this public tantrum again. I said, oh shit. I said, Drea must need some more money. Because I took it as a joke. Because the headlines was, oh, Drea said that he tried to throw her out of the Hummer truck, hog tied, and all this and that and the third. And I said, damn, now she accusing the man of possible homicide. First she said he was a deadbeat dad and all this and that. And, Sugar went to shit. I said, that girl need to be ashamed of herself. And now she's saying he got a cold. And I took it as a joke. But when I came back and found out, that's when a lot of his tours had got canceled. And that's when I got started really looking at it. And then that's when I seen when Tim Savage had did like the press conference. And I said, oh no, this is for real and not for play. And that's how I got drawn into, I wanted to know more what the hell was going on, but found out that he had came out here later on that year and was, you know, up in one of those either Planet Hollywood or Mandalay Bay out here traveling. And now still doing some bullshit.
Well, the chickens have come home to roost. Is that what it is? The chickens have come home to roost. And they're all roosting up under his jail cell.
Yeah.
He is, I don't understand. I can't wrap my mind around people who just defend this man to the point. We've talked about this, but to the point where you have a channel dedicated to that.
Yeah.
And you fight people and you do nasty, horrible things to people because they don't agree. Like, that's the devil. It's nothing but the devil.
Yeah, just like that one wicked lady, she got to making fun of John Legend and them losing their child, him and his wife. What's her name? Chrissy?
Chrissy Teigen.
She all on her channel talking about some, oh, y'all see, here it is. Here they go with the tears. And here they are. Well, as expected. And they're in the hospital and the child had passed away. And then she gonna say, well, I don't want to say, I am gonna say it. See how karma works? They had no business talking negative about the king of R&B.
Oh my God. Like, every time something happened to somebody, they say it's because they went against R. Kelly. Like
how you gonna make fun of a woman losing their baby, and you saying it's because they made a negative comment about this raggedy son of a bitch? And then you have about how you a mother your damn self. That's just retarded to me.
Aisha got them chickens in her.
Talk about some. Wait a minute. Who had that song? They said they was like, chicken head, bark, bark, chicken.
I don't know that song, Kim.
It was back in the 90s, like back in the day. It was funny.
Yeah. Was it? It just reminds me of that. When you said that, that's what I thought of. Oh my God, I think I'm losing it because it's going on 2:30 a.m.
Oh,
Lord. I don't know where you at, hon, and Wayne. Y'all up, huh? I appreciate y'all hanging with us.
Yeah, we greatly appreciate y'all.
We just hopped on here impromptu, just we were on the phone. So it's my anniversary.
Hey.
I'm gonna be on later with them tarot cards, and I'll probably go live. So make sure your bell is clicked and you are getting the notifications, so we can do this thing later on today. And what else? Anything else you want to touch on before we end this thing?
No, ladies, protect your WAP. Stay safe. Social distance. And
yeah, I didn't even touch on none of the COVID stuff. I've been working on a video for 3 weeks about COVID, but every day is something new. Every day. We got a new strain. We got a new vaccine, a third vaccine now that they just approved, I think.
Yes, speaking of that, my doctor that I worked for, Dr. Tyler, I seen that he was on Facebook and he said he got the second vaccine, and it's a picture of him getting injected.
Like the second dose? Uh-huh.
Yeah, the second dose. He said so far so good. He hasn't had any issues, no side effects, no nothing. But
well, I mean, it's. Did you see that lady, that nurse that fainted when she got her shot?
Yeah, she was
having different reactions.
Yeah, everybody has. I think it's gonna affect people in different ways.
And you don't even know, it's too new. Like no.
Yeah, they want people to be lab rats and test dummies and like they rolling dice. No, mm-mm.
And they're like, oh, there's a new strain, but the vaccines we have now should be okay with that. With, you don't know.
Nope,
You don't know.
we
So
don't.
Aisha said it's bedtime, honey.
Yeah, time to go night night.
Wayne, you got to come when I do my cards later now. He said, yes, the cards. I think last year for the anniversary, I did the rune tablets and I did a reading on Azrael. And I basically said she's going to be living her life. She's going to be getting opportunities and this and that and da-da-da and doing this and doing that. And she's definitely looks like she's busy on that front.
Yeah.
So this time, maybe I'll do Joycelyn. We still don't know what's going on with her.
I know that baby done went under the radar.
Yeah, we might have to do an update on her. Maybe, I don't know, the election. I don't know. Who knows? I'll pray on it. Maybe I'll do
Yeah.
the chat. You know.
Yeah, we could do that too.
But all right. I guess we'll end it here. Thank you guys for hanging, and thank you for if you're in the replay, hit me in the comments. Let me know you start by. Like I said, this was an impromptu live. It's 2:30 a.m. here in LA. So that's pretty much what it is.
Yes, baby.
All right, Kim. Thank you, Kim, for coming on too.
Always, I got you. No problem. I love you.
I love you too. All right, warriors. Till next time. Peace.